Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back.
We're back home again.
And it's funny because I wanted to make sure my Elytra didn't die, and if you'll notice, it's fully repaired at this point. And I had to look up how to repair an Elytra. I assumed it was with iron. But no, it's with another Elytra, or an anvil, or 2 pieces of leather. No big deal. No big deal. It might take a 3. I don't actually remember how many it took, but it was a very small number of leathers compared to getting another Elytra to repair it with.
I feel like we should only repair with other Elytra. I mean, honestly, now knowing that, I feel like the mending wasn't as important as I thought it was.
I mean, I would agree, but I guess we just don't have to worry about it much now. I mean, look,
Yeah.
I mean, we went on that whole journey and it didn't even break.
Right. It's true.
It was relatively close, but it's...
Yeah. Yeah.
So...
I guess, yeah. I don't know how much it mended on its own, too. Like,
yeah, right.
while we were journeying and stuff.
Right. So you're getting wood so that we can... We're going to try to improve the mob farm by having the trapdoors.
I'm not convinced this is a real thing, but...
I mean, it's a real thing. I just don't know if it'll fix our particular mob farm.
We really need a lot of creepers to just die.
Yeah, so we have a much more steady supply of rockets. Because I'm down to 8 and you're out.
No, I have 8 too.
So,
But yeah, very few.
I was just hoping that you were out so I could say, ha ha, I just have I wish. Oh, come on. The villagers are getting close. They're getting close to the other house. I'm going to nudge one along.
Go in. It's real nice inside.
Go. I'm going to push you right by the door. He's like looking at me with that nose.
With that nose.
With that nose. Come on, buddy. Go.
Did you section this one off?
The one.
You did.
Yeah. Come on. What if I just shoot inside?
Yeah, get in there. Love it.
Ha! He's in. I'm gonna look at him through the window now.
Yeah.
Now, when it turns night, is he just gonna leave and run to the other one?
I think that's the real test. If that's what he does, then there's definitely something wrong with this. Has anyone commented about it?
Somebody mentioned in one of my comments about them looking for doors like 16 doors or 16 blocks away from something that's considered a valid house. I try to remember exactly what it said, but they also thought that because of the way I had this thing open, and they said something like they don't count as doors because these blocks up here don't count as full blocks, but all your houses are like that too.
Yeah. Hey, there's a new baby. That's the thing.
So
they're still breeding.
They're still breeding. Is this guy still in here?
Yeah, he hasn't left.
Yeah. No, he's still in there.
He walked all the way over here, looked at this door, and then walked back.
He's yearning to leave.
He is. Like, give me a reason. Oh, he left.
Oh! You want to go see the other house? If you're the first, maybe you can go see this house. Come on, buddy. He doesn't seem to be wanting to go anywhere. He's just here. Maybe he doesn't like the fact that there's lava sound. I really have no idea. God, that lava sound is so loud. Oh, I should have checked my recording to make sure that it's not just like all you can hear right now is lava on my video, since I have that problem lately, apparently.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. It came out of nowhere. It's like whenever I record Minecraft in modded or regular, no matter what it sounds like to me, how much I adjust the volume, it's so loud in the video. And other things I record aren't like that, so I'm not sure. Though I guess other things that I record, I'll use OBS for.
Oh, you don't use OBS for Minecraft?
No, I can't get it to give me a good quality picture.
Oh, my audio just died in one of my ears in real life.
Maybe your eardrum exploded.
Is it because I'm dehydrated?
It's very possible. That's the classic sign of dehydration, is exploding eardrums, for sure.
The old exploding eardrum.
I mean, it's a thing, you know. I'm sure there's some studies about it or something. Are you inside already? Oh, yeah, you're doing it. How many trapdoors you got?
2 stacks. Though,
It's not gonna
so
last
you
that
have this
long.
water over here.
Wait.
It makes it, I guess it's fine. We'll just ignore it over here.
What was it?
It's water.
Oh,
It's okay.
keep in mind you're gonna want these trapdoors open.
I know.
Alright.
Right now, I'm walking on them. There.
I'm gonna go try to get some more wood and make some
Yeah,
more.
it only made 2 stacks with all of those trees, so we're gonna need quite a bit of wood.
So, out of curiosity, because I don't actually know your stance on this, what is your stance on the whole gun control debate?
We've talked about this before.
I don't remember if we talked about gun control.
We have. I think guns that are meant for hunting are fine. I think automatic rifles don't have a place in anyone's home.
What about the... So I'm trying to, like, understand how the thought... And it's mainly just that I understand that people have this belief. I don't quite buy the belief, but the thought that some people think that the actual fix to the school shooting problem is arming the teachers.
I don't know how anyone can think that, and there's no teacher that is in the right mind that thinks that either.
I mean, it's just so weird because the concept is, in a way, sound if you want to break it down, because you kind of like, you give police officers guns because they're meant to be out there protecting.
And how often? I mean, the next step is we need to get a body cam on every single teacher too.
that is a good debate. I was gonna say that police officers are supposed to be, much more heavily trained and all this stuff with it.
How often are police officers like fresh out of high school too, and then given a gun? Like, these people shouldn't have. I mean, a lot of people shouldn't have guns. Sometimes it's police officers as well.
It's just almost like what was the one? What is it? A senator? I just heard it on the radio this morning, and he said, I'll echo what Donald Trump said. I think it was Donald Trump who said this. I'm not sure. I don't know. Like you guys know me. I just spew out things that aren't necessarily facts, but I'll repeat what I heard just to make a debate out of it. But he said the only way to stop a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun.
Well, I just think that it shouldn't be so easily accessible. We wouldn't have to worry about.
And I find it funny because I mean it's almost like you could stretch that into so many like ridiculous, hypothetical, not even theoretical situations on saying something like, think of like the Harry Potter world. And, oh, well, instead of just, taking away magic because people people who realize they have power of magic will do bad things with it. Taking away the magic would have kind of made, if you could do that, would make the problem kind of go away with the bad people. But it'd be like saying, no, let's just get more good people with magic to go fight them, type of deal. Like, I look at London, because doesn't London have a huge no gun?
I mean, most other countries are no gun, and there's not. We are the only country that seems to have this problem.
And I do find it funny too. I have problems putting in applications for a driver's license, an ID card, very basic home remodel permits. You go through hoops to get that shit, but the background checks on guns are like instantaneous. Like that's where I just see a whole breakdown with the system in general. Is how did you make it so easy for something that's so potentially deadly? And I'm not against guns. Like that's the thing, is I'm not against them. I just think the system is clearly flawed. And how do you have such polarizing people on the opposite sides of that one? That, like, I mean, the people who will literally say that they'll, you know, you can take my gun from my cold, dead fingers type of deal. I just...
Well, I mean, you know, there was a time where people, well, you know, whenever we left England, you know, the thought process was we might need to rise up against the government again. The thing is now, that's not possible. Even if, you know, I mean, the government is pretty much... Right. I mean, like right now is one of those occasions where the government may be basically ran by Russia to some degree, but we're not fucking loading our guns and heading to Washington because you'll end up shot and dead.
So I guess, and that's an interesting question. Let's say stuff comes out proving, you know, Donald Trump completely colluded and we kind of are being puppeted by Russia right now, and nothing happens. Do you think people even have the ability to revolt?
No, not with guns, not with force.
Oh no, I'm not even talking with like guns at this point. I'm not talking. The
I mean, yeah, you can have protests.
But do you wouldn't that, in your mind, substantiate the ability for people to be like, we got a corrupt government. We need to take care of business type of deal.
Yeah,
and I mean that's kind of what we did against Britain, in a way. Granted, it wasn't necessarily corrupt. We were part of Britain, America.
And we'd already left too. It's kind of like whenever, you know, your girlfriend moves out and then she breaks up with you. That's what we did to Britain.
Well, that's true. That's a good analogy. But they still fought us.
Yeah, well, that's what the girlfriend normally does too.
That's true. That's true. But when would be another time in society where that would actually seem like a legit thing that should actually be thought of? And I would completely...
There is not going to ever be a homebrew militia again, unless we are basically in some kind of fucking movie where it's the end of the world. And so that's why that whole argument of needing guns, especially assault rifles, so that we can have a homebrew militia, just doesn't hold any weight with me.
I didn't actually realize that was the reason some people want the guns, is because they want to be able to have a homebrew militia.
That's the whole reason why we have the right to bear arms.
Oh, I understand that's the reason that amendment exists.
Well, that's what they always fall back on. The reason.
I think that they're falling back on the fact that it is an amendment and it is currently a legal right that you cannot take away because of the amendment.
Well, that's exactly.
But I don't think it truly falls back to these people are defending it because they want to be able to have a homebrew militia.
Oh, I don't think they necessarily ever think they will be able to. Well, I don't know. My cousin is ready to shoot the government. They come for his guns. So I don't know. I know people that are prepared.
See, I just think if collusion turns out to be absolutely unmistakably real and nothing happens, there's no justice served, I would think that was a time that people would rightfully be able to say, okay, time to revolt. And I'm not saying in a violent, we're going to kill people type of way. I'm just saying we got to get control of this government back. Like, we, the people, need to stand up for ourselves. And
yeah, well, I mean, that's already happening.
Oh, I don't think it's happening at all. All people are doing is staging protests and things like that, but nothing's actually happening.
That's all you can do.
Is it?
What else are you going to do?
Well, that is a question. I don't know. But when does it get to the point where the protests just aren't enough and more things have to actually be done, or we lose what America is?
I mean, what else can you do?
I have no idea. I'm not organizing this thing. I'm just saying that.
I mean, I need an example here. Like, what are you gonna do? What's your big plan?
I mean, non-violently take the government over. I have no idea.
Yeah, well, you gonna knock on the door and say, "Hey, could you please leave?"
I think it's gonna get to that point relatively soon, though, and I'm not sure. And this is, I think, what scares me the most is it will get to the point where something needs to be done, and exactly what else can you do? So we just don't, and we just live in this known corrupt society.
No, I don't think that'll be the case.
Any reason why?
I just don't think that that'll be the case. I don't think people are silently sitting by and letting crooks get away with things. I think the measures are being taken. It's a slow process, and it's going to take a while. But I do believe that we'll get where we need to be.
Well, here's the problem, though. I mean, Mueller's investigation could have, Trump do jail time, quote unquote, and there's nothing I don't think he can do about that. Well, unless he pardons himself, because it's not part of an impeachment hearing. I don't know if that's possible or not, but let's pretend the jail time could happen. Well, what if it's not jail time, but still nobody decides to do the impeachment process because the Republican side is like, nah, whatever.
I mean, that's just. I mean, these are all hypotheticals, and I don't think
they're completely hypotheticals. Yes.
I don't like to deal with hypotheticals. I mean, because it's one of those things where it's not really up to us. I mean, there's nothing we can do.
I mean, that's true.
I mean,
well, but at the same time, part of my argument is that, like, we should be able to, as American citizens,
this started as like a gun control question.
Oh yeah, no, and I said I'm not into a different question. I'm talking about something else.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought we were still talking about how we're going to shoot the president, and you can't say that illegally. I'm pretty sure, actually.
No.
So
and that's why I'm saying, like, even I jumped to a different topic when we started talking about different things that didn't necessarily have to do with, the gun control part of it. Whoops.
We need a lot of wood to do this. I mean, yeah, I don't know outside of protests and just speaking your mind. I mean, it's kind of like what the students in Florida are doing right now.
You mean the crisis actors?
Yeah.
You've heard all that stuff, right?
Yeah,
okay.
I have. I've avoided a lot of it, though.
I was just making sure you weren't, like, in the dark on what I was just talking about.
No, it's real stupid. And there's nothing we can do about it because it's real stupid. And there's gonna be people that believe that shit, and that's just is what it is. I mean, it's nice to see people like Obama speaking out and basically calling it like it is. At least we had some good presidents.
Yeah, we've had a couple. They've existed, even if they were born in a foreign country.
Oh, Lordy. Yeah,
I don't know. I think that the future of America kind of scares me.
I think it'll be fine.
I'm glad you think that. I don't necessarily hold your beliefs if somebody has to.
I think that there's more good people than there are bad people in the world, but maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, I agree with that, but I think one of the problems
I feel like the good people will win in the end.
I mean, this is going to take... I chopped down so many trees and I didn't even get a full...
Yeah, no. Yeah, exactly.
Room.
Yeah.
And that bat just committed suicide.
And I don't know if this is even going to help anything. I think, honestly, the biggest problem is we don't know where to stand to make stuff spawn. I think that's probably the biggest issue. But honestly, when I'm just in there looking at them, I think another issue is that it's so big that we hit mob cap size. Mob cap. And it's spread over so many floors that they're not pushing anyone off on any floor. So they're just standing around. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, hopefully... I mean, and if that's really what's happening, hopefully the whole not pushing them off thing, they'll walk off this way.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole point of the trapdoors, is that they're supposed to, see it as a full block, and therefore they'll just walk off the edge.
That's right. I forget why we do what we do.
You were just like, yes, the trapdoors. Okay, we'll put them in. I don't know what they do.
Really, that's really, yeah. You're just like, trapdoors, remember? And I'm like, yeah, trapdoors. I remember.
Trapdoors.
I mean, it's a trap door, right? It's a trap.
It's a trap. It's a tarp door.
I'll show him. Get him in our traps.
Get more burnt saplings. Well, that tree just grew right next to me. That was scary. I do remember back when if you were too close to a tree when it grew, it killed you.
Oh, yeah.
That was, yeah, it's kind of awesome, I have to say.
It wasn't instant, though, was it?
No, you got, like, stuck inside of it, suffocating.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what we could do? Instead of doing what I'm doing here is chop down these big jungle trees. That would give us a lot more wood. So I think I'm going to need another axe for that. I thought at one point I had made a diamond axe. I did not.
Yeah, that'd be a good thing to have. And enchant it with, like, efficiency.
Yeah, we only have 7 diamonds.
I would support you making a diamond axe.
Where is... Do we have any efficiency books? Efficiency 2. Efficiency 4. That's a good one. No unbreaking, but we'll just have to be... We'll have to be careful with it. Oops.
Use it gingerly.
Yes. Oops. You. Damn it. I was trying to make the axe in the anvil. I realized that is not the place creation of an axe. Okay. Efficiency 4. Axe. I see one giant tree over here.
Yeah, I've gone through a lot of wood, and I've done the top layer and part of the second layer.
Oops. I sadly... Ugh. There we go. It actually chops too fast. I couldn't get my little stairway upright because I chopped an extra piece of wood. Was this ever determined to be the best method, the circle method on these things, and then come down? Or
Well, because you can get like right in the center when you come down, and like just cut straight down.
oh, I did not think about that last time I did this.
Yeah,
That makes a lot of sense.
Well, this is gonna take ages though. I wonder if it's gonna help.
Oh yeah, this is beautiful.
Oh, the center method.
Yeah.
We're real happy.
Yeah, this is like it's like a new game. Could play this for hours.
Where are you doing this at?
There's a one huge jungle tree that is now gone, and I'm hoping to get 4 jungle saplings out of it, but there wasn't that many leaves on it.
At least you got 4. Well, there's still some up
No,
there.
I'm hoping to get 4. I've got 0 so far. It's so far 0. Here, you want the wood? There's that, and then there's that. Still 0.
Yes, it's looking so hot.
Still 0.
There's one more jungle tree over here at least.
But it's just a small guy, right?
Yeah, it is. But I mean, I was thinking you get some saplings maybe.
I hope so, because this is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. Well, I guess I'm going to go try to chop it down and come running back over here and look for
I think this is going to give us 0 saplings.
This is like a really short 4x4 tree. Or 2x2 tree,
Yeah.
I mean. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I think you get nothing from this tree right here, though.
That tree's a piece of crap. It's a lazy tree.
Lazy tree.
I mean, what else do you call it?
I don't know. You said lazy tree. It reminded me I bought an indoor hammock. I need to set it back up.
Is it your computer hammock?
It was. Yeah, have you seen that? It was in my office for a long time.
No.
It's real great. You just get tired of doing something, just go lay in the hammock for a bit. It's fantastic.
I'm so
It wasn't really meant
I'm
for
tired of
indoors.
watching all these videos. I need a nap.
God, I've been taking so many naps lately. I don't know what's wrong with me.
I love naps, man. Naps are the best.
Yeah, there's no saplings.
I don't get to take nearly as many of them anymore, though.
Yeah, having a baby will do that. No naps for you. Though when the baby naps, you can nap.
Yeah, the problem is he's very inconsistent with his naps. Oh yeah, this one gave a lot of saplings so far.
Huh. That's weird.
So
it does have more leaves, that looks like.
I've already got 4. 5.
Well, I guess next episode maybe we'll do more trapdoors.
Sounds fun.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
See you guys.